Let me guess, you want to make cool edits like the ones you see on your Shorts feed or your For You page, but buying After Effects, let alone the Adobe Creative Cloud suite, is way out of your budget. If so, you're probably like me a few months ago, and now I make pretty damn good edits for practically $0. So today I'm going to teach you how to do the same. First up, scene packs. Now, in order to do this, just go into Google Chrome or whatever your search browser is and just type up your character name. So for me, it's Conrad Fisher. And then also type scene pack 4K. And then it'll pop up with a bunch of results like these. So I recommend picking ones from places like Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that don't click on Twixtor scene packs like the one I've got here, because otherwise it won't have any sound because it'll already have the Twixtor effect applied. So I recommend not using scene packs with Twixtor automatically applied already. So for this one, I'm just going to pick on this Instagram link. And then it would normally pop up with something like here, a mega link. So just copy that and then paste it there. You'll then wait for Mega to load and it will show up with all of these. One thing to keep in mind is that if it is showing files on Mega, which it probably will be, Mega has a 6 GB per 6 hour quota. So unless you pay for a subscription or something, you'll only be able to download 6 GB per 6 hours. So just make sure you only pick the videos that you want to, because even just double clicking to watch them will use up data from your quota. Now, if it doesn't have a Mega link, like if I go over here and click on this YouTube video, it doesn't actually have a Mega link or a Google Drive link in the description. So what you need to do for that is just search up 4K Video Downloader, and you're going to click on this link here. So just get 4K Video Downloader Plus, so you can do that right from the download page over here. And then once you click on the download page, you'll be able to download 4K Video Downloader Plus. So from there, you can just click on, for me, I'm on Windows, so I just click on the Windows download button, and that will allow you to then download videos from places like YouTube that don't have a Mega link or Google Drive link. And so once you get 4K Video Downloader, you can just go here, I agree, install, and then that will download, and then you can just step by step through it, watch some YouTube tutorial. I don't care, this isn't a tutorial on how to use these random websites. So for me, I've already started downloading a couple of these scene packs, as you can see in this other window I have open here. And then yeah, so if you can also do the same thing for TikTok. So if you click on a TikTok link, let's say that was a scene pack, because some people do upload scene packs on here. You can either download the video if you want, or if you want it in higher quality, just go to Snaptic, and then you can just paste the TikTok link in and it'll let you download it. Or if you have 4K Video Downloader, just put it in there. And that's the easiest way to find scene packs for your edits that actually work and look really good. Now, we can't make an edit without an editing software, right? That's probably the whole reason you clicked on this video, is to figure out how to use DaVinci Resolve. Basically the best free editing software out there that's actually used by professionals and people actually use to make TikTok edits. So the first thing you're gonna do is type in DaVinci Resolve. I fucked up the spelling. And you're gonna click on the one up the top from Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve 20. Then you'll be led to this page here, which is the actual official DaVinci Resolve download page. So once you're on the DaVinci Resolve page, then just click on DaVinci Resolve free download now. Don't buy this DaVinci Resolve Studio, that's a paid version. So if you do like DaVinci, you can buy that, or just like, switch to After Effects. So click on free download, then select your operating system. For me, that'll be Windows 86. Then just fill out your details. Don't ask me why it needs your country, street, city, postcode, any of that. And then once you do that, then you'll be able to register and download, and then you'll be able to download it and run through the installer. I already have it downloaded, so I don't really need to download it now. Now you've finally got your scene packs, you've got your editing software, you're ready to just go into DaVinci and start editing. But there's one thing you need to do first, and that's find actual audio to edit to. Now, I have 3 main methods for this that actually work and are safe to use, so let me tell you now. This is where lots of people upload MP3s of either their own songs or popular songs. Let's say you want to use Phantom by SD-Kid. Just pop in Phantom in the search bar and then just put the artist name. And then see, tons of people have already uploaded this, and then just click download. I'm not signed in on this browser, but just make sure you do have an account. It's completely free to download stuff, and then they'll literally just let you download an MP3 of that audio track. If you have software like Discord, then just open up that, and you could either use Reverse Stock, Scene Packs and Softwares, Allen Scenes, Visual, or even I think Lofix has some audios, and basically you can just click on one of these, and you can just go to the Audios tab, and then you'll be able to find tons of free audios that are MP3s that you can use in your edits. And method number 3, probably the one I use the least, is to just go onto something like Spotify. And then you can just search up your song, like for here I've already got Popular by Playboi Carti playing, and so you can just screen record the song using your computer screen recording software. So like on Windows that'd be Snipping Tool, and so you just screen record the song and then it will probably not match the frame rate of your clips. So just go into something like Handbrake, which you can download off the internet, and then that will basically just allow you to drag and drop your file in. So I'll just drag and drop, let's say, one of the scene packs for this edit, for example. Just drag it in, it'll automatically open up some presets. So you can just pick, let's say you want it to be in 4K quality because that's what matches the scene pack, and then you don't want it to be in H.265. DaVinci 3 does not support H.265, so just go to video, change the video encoder to H.264, and then you can just change the frame rate to constant frame rate, and then just pick like 60 or something. So that's what you do for your screen recorded footage, and just make it the frame rate match your scene packs. And you can do this for all your scene packs if they don't match the other ones. And then you can just click where to save and then just start the encode. Alright, now let's open up DaVinci Resolve. So just click on open once you've downloaded everything. And now we just have the long, tedious wait of waiting for it to load. Now that it's opened up, you can just go new project and then just name it. So for me, I'm naming it Conrad Bishop Edit 3, and then just click create. Once you hit create, then just go to the media tab, open up your files, and drag and drop in everything that you want to edit. So just drag it in like so, and then just wait a sec for it to load. Now you can just go to your media pool and drag in one of your clips. But what I like to do first is just drag in your audio, and then go ahead and mark out the beats. So just to do so, you can just click on this little button here, or you can just hit M. Alright, now I've marked up a couple of the clips, as you can see here, and I'm pretty much just going to make it repeat after that. So I've cut up about the first 8 to 9 seconds of it, and then I'll just continue marking clips if needed later on. So now that I've done this, I can just drag on one of my clips, and to drag on just the video, you can do this. And if you're using music from a screen recording or any sort of audio from a screen recording, you can also just drag on the audio by doing this and just dragging that on. Now, if your computer is being super laggy while you're editing, because let's say you're editing on a not so good laptop or something really bruh, then you could just go to playback and then go to timeline and playback resolution. And then when I'm editing in After Effects, I normally put it at quarter resolution. And before you say anything, yes, I know this isn't the right size for TikTok and YouTube Shorts, but we're just going to be cutting up the clips first, and then we'll end up readjusting the aspect ratio and making the clips zoom in and fit the size and everything. But we're more focused on getting stuff cut to the beat right now. So when you're cutting clips, just remember Control B is what you use to make a cut. You'll be clicking this a lot, so make sure you get that into your head. We're almost done with cutting up the initial clips. Let me just watch it back quickly. Right, I've done the initial cuts. Now, here's the fun part. We go to File, Project Settings, and we click on Timeline Resolution, and we go down to 2160 by 2160 Ultra HD Square. Then we just click Save, and this will give us the square aspect ratio, which lets us show as much of the video as we can without it being considered a long form video on YouTube. Now, unlike After Effects and CapCut, you can't actually just drag it around in the preview area to make it adjust the size, so you just have to use these settings over here and just drag them to how you want. So you just adjust the zoom, the x-axis, and the y. You can add some tracking later on if you want. Now you've adjusted all your clips, just play your footage back again to see how it looks. So now that you've adjusted all your clips, it's time to add the effects. So in order to do this, just go over to the effects panel here. Just go over to video transitions and go all the way down to the bottom. This will give you the fusion transitions, which are the best looking ones. My top 5 are, first of all, brightness flash. This is really good at the start of your edit as well. For this edit, it doesn't really suit it, but if you are making a super fast-paced, flashy edit with lots and lots of transitions and clips and everything moves really fast, it works really well. Now, here's one that works for pretty much any edit, and it's the crash zoom effect. So just apply that between two clips. I like to keep it at about this length, and it just basically zooms into the clips really well. Next up, zoom in. This one is really good for just basic zoom edits, which is what we're going to be making today. It is really linear and stiff, so if you don't want something super stiff, just add something like stretch blur, number 4. I recommend making it pretty short, like about that, 5 frames, and then boom. The last thing is camera shake, so that basically just makes it super like glitchy. It's like a built-in glitch transition, and I think it works pretty well. Now, the last step is to add your color correction. So go over here to the color tab, and this is where I really want to show you some cool stuff. So first of all, go over to this little tab here, and click on that and just drag the radius all the way down. This will basically add a sharpen effect, but without using the actual sharpen effect, because that's not in the free version. So if dragging it all the way down looks really pixelated, just drag it to about like halfway, so you still got the sharpen. Then just go over to either LUTs, and apply something like one of these Blackmagic design tab ones. This will make it either really saturated and bad, or if you scroll down far enough, you'll be able to find some of the really good ones. So just play around to your liking until you find some. So like for me here, I'm going to apply this, and then you can just go over and adjust it to your liking. Now, if you want to add a lot of effects, make sure you add a second node. So right click, add node corrector, and then just drag it until it looks like it's in the line, and then you can make more adjustments. And one thing you can do is, instead of doing it clip by clip, just add it as an adjustment layer. So just go to the toolbox and search for adjustment clip, and drag it on above all of your clips. So I've already accidentally done it on one of my clips, so just go select these, Control C, go to adjustment clip, Control V, and as you can see, I've already added it on the first clip, so I'm just gonna, and now basically this will just carry across all the stuff to all the other clips. Wait, one last thing, you want to add a watermark, right? So to do this, you just go over to effects and search for watermark, and as you can see, it's a pre-built effect, so you can just apply that to something like an adjustment clip. So just make a new adjustment layer on top of all of your clips, and then add the watermark effect. And then in here, you can just change the text. So like for me, it would be at Aussie Boys Edits, and then you can just increase the logo size and stuff like that. So just play around with it, I guess. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. I kind of watched it and skipped a bunch of stuff in DaVinci, but you'll be able to find tutorials for that if you need it. But hopefully this video still showed you the basics, and now you can get to work on actually making edits and going viral. Anyways, please subscribe. I put so much work into this, and we low-key need subscribers, so bye.